What goes up must come down. It's the law of the universe. So don't try and hide from it, just embrace it. Get your rest. When you put in a hard effort, take the time to recover and rest. I once heard a professional triathlete a coach of a professional triathlete, say that the difference between the top performers and the middle group performers is that the top guys, when it's time to train hard, they train hard. And when it's time to take it easy and rest, they allow for that rest and recovery. So when it's time to go hard, take the action. When it's time to rest, after you've taken the action, after you get the result, rest. I was just doing intervals this morning on the track, and I was putting in some seriously hard efforts, but I couldn't have kept up those hard efforts over and over and over and over and over again if I hadn't taken that 30-second rest between each loop. And it's during the time of rest and recovery that you're able to redecide. You're able to take a step back and look at the big picture and analyze things. Analyze how you can do it better next time, and you can redecide, because when you make a decision initially to get going in life, to get going on your goals and to reach your vision, you make that initial decision, you get all excited, you start going, you take action, you get a result, but then you need to rest, recover, and redecide to go again. I just did 12 intervals on the track, and during my 8th, 9th, and 10th interval, maybe even my 11th interval, as soon as I finished the loop, I was done. I sat down, and I was like, okay, no, I'm done. I tapped out. I physically tapped the metal bar beside where I was sitting. I was like, I'm done. And then 10 more seconds went by, and I got more recovered. And I decided, I redecided. I was like, let's do it. Let's go for it. And I went for it again. I got it. I reached my times every time because I took the full recovery, and I used that time of recovery to redecide. Am I going to go again? No. Keep recovering. Am I going to go again? Nah. Okay, let's go. We go. But if you don't take that time to recover, if I just did that loop, hard as I could, and then I was like, okay, I gotta go again. I was like, no friggin' way. I'd walk off the track and I'd leave. And you see this with a lot of professional athletes. After the race, they don't have a good performance. They decide to retire. They decide, time's up. We didn't win the championship. I'm gone. It's over. And then they take that full month, 3 months of rest and recovery, and they decide, you know what? I'm gonna come back from retirement. I'm gonna come back into the game. Michael Jordan, good example. Michael Phelps, good example. They both retired. They walked away from the sport. They say, you know what? I'm done. What they were really doing is they were recovering. They took time for recovery. So this video is all about reminding you to take time to recover. And what does that look like? What does recovering look like? Well, it means stopping whatever you're doing and just totally taking your mind off it and just resting. Stimulants. Most people have all the stimulants going on, stimuli going on all the time. But if you can get some earplugs, get some noise-canceling headphones, just turn them on but don't actually play anything through them, just block out the sound. Put a nice mindfold on, a nice eye mask on, and just lay down. Or go to a float tank. If you don't know what float tanks are, I highly recommend checking them out. Google float tank. These are the best ways to recover. Take a daily nap and get to bed early, and just take a good break from whatever you're doing. And the things that require the most recovery are either the most intense things, the most intense moments. Like if you get in a car accident, a car crash, your stress levels are through the roof. It may only take 10 seconds or 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second for the accident to happen. Bang! After the bang, you're like, it's over. The bang's over, but your stress is so high because the intensity was so powerful. But it was only a 1 second event. And yet you need days to recover after that. You might even have a sore neck. Your stress is still high. You're still scared to even walk around the street. 1 second event, you need recovery. Whereas people who do a marathon, it takes them 4 hours to do a marathon, 3 hours to do a marathon. 3 hours compared to 1 second. After you do a marathon, man, you need a full 2 weeks to recover. After you do an Ironman, it's an 8-hour day. It's nowhere near as intense as a car accident that takes 1 second. But an 8-hour day during Ironman triathlon, you need weeks, maybe even months to recover from that. So take a look at your life and see what are the intense things I'm doing that maybe are draining me, and what are the things that I'm doing a lot of that take a lot of my time that are slowly draining me. Even doing what you love eventually can start to drain start to drain you if you don't take enough rest and recovery from that. So the people who do what they love and they do rest and recover from it, they can rest and recover, and they can recover much quicker than people who don't have a goal to go back to. So when people get surgery, for example, like knee surgery, they get incision in their knee and they get put to sleep, and they have a 6-hour knee surgery, whatever, and it takes them 6 weeks to recover. A broken leg, a broken arm, it takes them 2 months to recover from that. The people who have a goal to get back to recover so much faster because they've set that vision for themselves. They've set up their cybernetic mechanism to do whatever it takes, recover faster in this case, do whatever it takes to get back on track to that goal. Michael Phelps broke his wrist during the Olympic training. He was 9 months out from the Olympic trials, and he broke his wrist. And it was supposed to take 6 weeks to recover. The coach was like, no. Michael Phelps was like, no. What else can we do? What else can we do? The doctor's like, well, you can do surgery and you'll be out for 15 days or something. And the coach, Michael Phelps, was like, yeah, let's do that. So they got the surgery. It took a day to do the surgery. The next day they wrapped it up. He was on a bicycle pedaling. A week later he was already in the pool practicing his kick. And he had a bag wrapped around his hand so he could heal. But it's supposed to take twice as long to recover. But he's already just in the pool, just training anyway. So the people who have goals can recover much faster than the people who don't have goals. So it's at the end of the season, it's a great example. At the end of a race season, professional athletes, they train and race all year long for about 10 months. And then at the end of the season, they do the last race of the year. They're done. And they don't have any more races lined up. And after that last race, man, it takes so much longer to recover. Their muscles are so sore, their motivation is just not there because they don't have that goal, that vision lined up. So you can recover much faster if you have a goal that you got to get back to. So, and another one last way to recover very quickly. People with cancer do this. It's called laughter therapy, and they say laughter is the best medicine, and it's so true. You could have you could stub your toe really intensely, like you just stub your toe, but then all of a sudden people start laughing, and you start laughing, and it's just a joke, and your toe no longer feels painful. And people with cancer, they're going through chemo, they're going through all this radiation and taking all this poison and just bad stuff. They watch comedy movies, they laugh and they laugh and they laugh and they just laugh their ass off. And laughing is so alkalizing. Stress is very acidic. Laughter is the complete opposite. Laughter is just alkalizing. So do whatever you can to laugh, and try to avoid a lot of stimulants. Just when you want to rest and recover, man, you gotta prioritize it for real. You're not gonna be able to rest and recover with all these people talking around you, and going out late nights and working a job you don't like and having loud music blaring and things like that. You gotta cut out the stimulants and just take time to step back and rest. And take the time of rest and recovery to reanalyze what you're doing with your life, redecide on your vision, maybe do some visualization. A lot of athletes, if they get injured or they get cut from the team, whatever, they no longer are performing physically, they can just sit down and lay down or walk around and just visualize what their performance is going to look like. And just by visualizing it, you're getting a really good training stimuli. So you don't actually need to be physically doing what you're doing. You can just at least be thinking about it, and you'll still get some benefit from that. So take time to recover. The last video was on, the 2 videos past was on taking action. The last video was on the result, and now today, rest, recover. The rest and recovery period is just as important as the actual action that you take. So I did the really hard session on the track, and now I'm going to take a couple days easy, maybe even 3 days easy. Hit up the bike, hit up the pool, and just rest these legs. It's time for that. And the next video is going to build on this video and take it even higher heights. So if you've watched all 7 videos, let me know, post the comments down below, and let me know what you like, let me know what you don't like, and try and make these videos better and better every time. Thanks for watching, and have a happy holiday season with lots of rest and recovery in there. Ciao guys, thanks for watching.